A very warm welcome to all the students of ABBHS High School Lonavala, Standard 6, Subject History. Today we will start a new lesson, lesson number 5, Religious Trends in Ancient India, Part 1. Towards the end of the Vedic period, Yajna rites acquired undue importance. Literature was written in Sanskrit, which was not known to common people. Only Brahmanas had knowledge of those details. Others no longer had the freedom to gain that knowledge. The Varna system restrictions become very hard in the course of time. A person's social position was decided by the Varna into which he was born rather than by his achievement. Though in Upanishad attempts were made to give a wider scope to religious thought and not restrict it only to yajna rites, but Upanishads focus on the existence and nature of soul. All this was difficult to understand to local people. This gave rise to different sects that emphasize the worship of particular deities. Deities means God. For example, Shiva sect of Shiva worshippers and Vaishnava sect of the worshippers of Vishnu. Different Puranas were written with reference to these deities. For example, Shiv Puran, Garud Puran, Matsya Mahapuran, etc. Then, children, many people realized that every person is free to find way of his own upliftment. This lead to the establishment of new religions. These religions emphatically stated that discrimination on the basis of caste has no place in an individual's upliftment. The work of Vardhaman Mahavir and Gautam Buddha is of special importance among the proponents of new thoughts. Let's have a see in this lesson, lesson number 5, Religious Trend in Ancient India. Children, in this lesson, we will learn about different religion that emerged and made its way in India. Religion has played a big role in Indian history. There are many religions in India. For example, Jainism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Zoroastrianism. It practiced in India. Let's look at each of these religions one by one. First one, Jainism. Jainism is one of the ancient religion in India. It gives importance to the principle of non-violence. According to Jain tradition, a person who reveals religious knowledge is known as Tirthankar. Reveals means to get. There have been 24 Tirthankar in all. And Vardhaman Mahavir is the 24th Tirthankar in the Jain religious tradition. Let's see about Vardhaman Mahavir. Its time period 599 BCE to 527 BCE. There was a Mahajanpadas known Vriji in what is known as the state of Bihar. Today, its capital was Vaishali. Vardhaman Mahavir was born in Kundagram, a part of Vaishali. His father's name was Siddharth and mother's Trishala. Vardhaman Mahavir left his home and all comforts for the attainment of knowledge. He attained enlightenment after 12.5 years of rigorous tapa. This knowledge was pure or keval. Therefore, he is also known as Kevali. He was called Jina or conqueror because the joy derives from physical comforts and discomforts felt due to undesired things had no impact whatsoever on him. Children, in the exam question will come, why was the name Jina gives to Vardhaman Mahavir? So here is the answer. You can copy down this answer. Next, the term Jain derives from the word Jina. Vardhaman is said to be Mahavir because he had the resilience. Resilience means, children, ability to recover quickly and the courage to conquer all passions. After the attainment of knowledge, he preached for about 30 years to explain the essence of religion to people, to make it easy for people to understand it. He spoke to them in Ardhamagdi, a people's language. The religion had, the religion that he expounded laid stress on good conduct, good behavior. The essence of his teaching for good conduct is contained in the five great vows, that is Pancha Mahavratas, and the three jewels, three Ratnas. The assembly held by the Tirthankar to preach to people was known as Samyavasaran in Ardhamagdi. Samyavasaran was based on equality. People of all varnas has entry to it. The Pancha Mahavratas, the five great vows. These are five rules to be followed strictly in Jainism. Let's see. First one, ahimsa means non-violence. No living being should be hurt, injured, or harmed through one's behavior. Second one, satya, truth. Every speech had action. Every speech and action should be true. Third one, asteya. Asteya means non-stealing. Asteya means theft, taking what belongs to others without their consent is thief or stealing. Asteya means non-stealing anything. Fourth one, aparigraha, non-attachment. Man tends to accumulate property due to greed. Aparigraha means not holding or accumulate anything in this way. Fifth one, brahmacharya, that is chastity. It means leaving bodily pleasure and following the vows. Here are the five symbols: non-violence, speak truth, asteya, aparigraha, and brahmacharya. Next one, three ratnas, three jewels, that are right faith, right knowledge, right conduct. Let's see in detail. Right faith, samyak darshan, to understand the truth in the preaching of the Tirthankar and to have faith in it. Second, samyak jan, right knowledge, studying the preaching and philosophy of the Tirthankar regularly and learning its deep meaning. Third one, right conduct, Samyak Charitra, strictly following the five great vows. These are the three Ratnas. Children, Vardhaman Mahavir give important teaching to the teaching of Mahavir. Anekvada is considered to be very important in the quest for truth. Quest means children, search. It means pluralism or multiple viewpoints in our quest for truth. If we focus on only one or two aspects or viewpoints and draw a conclusion, the whole truth is not known. Therefore, it is necessary to pay attention to all aspects of an issue. If people follow this, they develop tolerance towards the opinion of other people in society and give up the attitude to stubborn adherence to their own opinions. Vardhaman Mahavir taught the people that the greatness of man does not depend on his varna. In the Vedic tradition, the door of knowledge had slowly been closed to women. But Vardhaman Mahavir gave the right of sannyas, that is, right to renounce the world, to women, too, not only men, to women also. The teaching of Vardhaman Mahavir were love all living things, love all the living things in the world, have mercy and compassion, live and let live. These are the three main important teaching which Vardhaman Mahavir gives to whole world. Children, in today's video, we have studied why new trains came in India in introduction, right? Then we studied Jainism, how new religion Jainism got importance in India. Then about Vardhaman Mahavir, the Pancha Mahavratas, Three Ratna, and essential teaching of Jainism, right? Essence teaching of Jainism. Now you will read the lesson, children, underline important points and new words of the given lesson which we have finished in this video. Thank you, children. Have a wonderful day. Keep learning something new.